No one. Finland, where you drive for 3 hours just to see a reindeer. Finland, officially known as the Republic of Finland, is a country in northern Europe bordering the Baltic Sea, with an area of about 338,000 square kilometers. Finland is only slightly larger than the state of New Mexico in the United States, but what makes it special is that 70% of its territory is covered by pristine forests. Once a part of Sweden for 600 years, and then under Russian rule for more than a century, Finland only regained its independence in 1917. Since then, this Nordic country has quietly made great strides to become one of the most peaceful, livable, and sparsely populated places in Europe. With only about 5.6 million people as of 2025, Finland is the 8th largest country in Europe, but has the lowest population density in the EU, with just 18 people per km. Finns often joke, "Here, you can drive for 3 hours without seeing a single soul." In fact, in the Lapland region, you're almost twice as likely to encounter a reindeer as you are to see another person. Finnish is considered one of the most difficult languages in the world to learn because it bears no resemblance to any widely spoken European language. With 15 noun cases, learning it can make your brain spin in less than a week. Some linguistic statistics even suggest that foreigners may need up to 10 years to become fluent in Finnish. Luckily, 70% of Finns speak excellent English, so you can still survive if you wander into a cafe without knowing any word other than coffee. Would you like to drive for 3 hours just to meet a reindeer? Or challenge yourself with Finnish over the next 10 years? If you dare to try these experiences, leave a comment with the number 1. Number 2. The Land of 1,000 Lakes. Finland is known as the Land of 1,000 Lakes, with an estimated 188,000 lakes larger than 500 square meters. This is currently a world record. These lakes cover up to 10% of the country's territory, and if they were to suddenly disappear, Finland would drop 2 ranks in the list of Europe's largest countries by area. Among them, Saimaa is the largest lake in Finland and the 4th largest in Europe. Every year, Saimaa attracts millions of tourists because it is the only habitat of the Saimaa ringed seal, the rarest freshwater seal in the world. Finland is also one of the countries with the most islands in the world, with around 179,000 islands of all sizes scattered along the coastline, inland, and even in the middle of lakes. Among them, the most notable is Suomenlinna Island, with its sea fortress, which has been recognized by UNESCO as a World Cultural Heritage Site. Each year, the island draws about 1 million visitors and brings enormous economic benefits to both the local residents and the nation. In addition to its abundance of lakes and islands, Finland is also famous for its saunas. The country currently has around 3 million saunas, which is more than the number of cars on the road, only about 2.8 million. Saunas can be found everywhere from offices and military bases to fast food restaurants. In Finnish culture, being completely naked in a sauna is a ritual for cleansing, relaxing, and recharging energy. Saunas have even served as places for childbirth, prayer, healing, and more surprisingly, as venues for diplomatic meetings between world leaders. Number 3. Finnish women, beautiful and single. Finnish women are often noted for their fair skin, blue eyes, and blonde hair, the typical features of the Nordic region. They also possess unique traits such as sharp facial features, with high cheekbones, a slender chin, and a tall, slim figure. This beauty has been recognized through their success in international beauty pageants, where they have won 4 crowns, a record that currently ranks 3rd in Europe. Beyond their looks, Finnish women are known for being independent and practical. They are used to doing everything themselves, from home repairs and driving in the snow to taking on leadership roles. Historically, Finland once had 12 out of 19 ministers who were women, and in 2019, the country appointed the world's youngest female prime minister, Sanna Marin, demonstrating how deeply gender equality is embedded in the system. Another notable fact: about 47% of Finnish women have never been married, and among those who are, 27% are married to foreigners. This high percentage reflects their openness in thinking and international communication. In dating, Finnish women usually dislike cheesy romance and often prefer to split the bill, so it's important to respect their decisions. Would you like to know more tips or insights on how to date a Finnish girl? Leave a comment with the number 3 and I'll reveal more for you. Number 4. The happiest country in the world. Finland has been ranked by the United Nations as the happiest country in the world, not just for 1 year, but for 7 consecutive years. Their happiness doesn't stem from material wealth, but from a minimalist lifestyle that avoids showing off or competing. They find joy in spending time for themselves, rather than racing against others. Finland also offers completely free education and healthcare, strong social welfare, and notably, statistics show that up to 84% of the population trusts the government. The gap between the rich and the poor is among the lowest in Europe, and the corruption rate is nearly zero, helping people feel a sense of fairness and security in their daily lives. Number 5. Top tourist attractions in Finland. The old town of Porvoo is one of the most special destinations in Finland. Built during the medieval period entirely from native forest wood, what's astonishing is that the wooden houses still retain their beauty and intricate structure as if newly constructed. Thanks to this, Porvoo has been recognized by UNESCO as a World Cultural Heritage Site. Visitors can take a boat ride to admire the panoramic view of the wooden houses along the river and enjoy soothing love songs. Here, you'll also find traditional cuisine and handcrafted items made by local artisans. Just 15 minutes by ferry from the capital Helsinki lies Suomenlinna, a fortress spread across 6 small islands in the Baltic Sea, also honored by UNESCO since 1991. Once a defense line for Finland, today it serves as a site for camping, picnics, and enjoying the stunning turquoise sea. If you're an adventure enthusiast, activities like skydiving will let you fully explore the untouched beauty of the island. If you're looking for a more unique experience, head to the town of Kemi, home to the largest snow castle in the world. You'll be amazed by its uniqueness, where every room and object such as tables, chairs, beds, and cabinets are all carved from ice. Especially in spring and summer when the ice melts, the entire castle disappears, only to be rebuilt each winter. A structure that literally appears and vanishes, yet captivates visitors with its intricate craftsmanship and artistry. Are you most impressed by the vanishing ice city, the island fortress, or the centuries-old wooden town? Leave a comment with the number 19 if you want to explore these unique landmarks in Finland. Number 6. The country with the cleanest air in the world. Finland is known as the country with the cleanest air on the planet. In the town of Muonio, PM 2.5 fine dust levels are just 3 micrograms per cubic meter, the lowest in the world to date. To put it in perspective, this is a figure that many countries like China or the United States can only dream of, even in their pristine forests. Another astonishing fact is that Finland's drinking water is so clean you can drink it directly from anywhere, from public park faucets, public restrooms, to forest streams. The secret lies in an extremely effective natural filtration system. Water flows through ancient granite rocks, millions of years old, and untouched forests, requiring no chemicals or complex treatment plants. Finnish people love nature so much, they're never afraid of it. In summer, they can sleep outdoors, and in winter, they still open the windows to let in the fresh air, something that in many other countries would instantly trigger a coughing fit due to pollution. Number 7. The land of coffee. Finland is the country with the highest coffee consumption in the world, with each person consuming up to 12 kilograms per year. Interestingly, Finns don't favor strong coffee. They prefer it light, mild, and drink it throughout the day, from early morning until late at night. Even in the sauna, a place most would associate only with sweating, some Finns still leisurely sip on coffee. Coffee is taken so seriously here that coffee breaks have their own term, kahvitauko, and are considered an essential part of the work culture, almost like a spiritual ritual that helps people recharge. Not only obsessed with coffee, Finns are also die-hard fans of milk. They have the highest milk consumption per capita in the world. And they don't just drink it at breakfast, but also at lunch, dinner, and even during work breaks. Besides fresh milk, they're extremely fond of yogurt, fermented milk, homemade cheese, and most children here grow up with dairy products as an integral part of their national palate. Are you intrigued by the idea of drinking coffee in a sauna? Or would you like to try fresh cheese handmade by the Finns themselves? Leave a comment with the number 7 if you think Finland truly deserves the title of beverage paradise. Number 8. A dream-worthy education system. In Finland, elementary schools do not use grades to evaluate students until the 5th grade. The reason is clear. Every child learns at a different pace, and grading too early can unintentionally overshadow those natural differences. There are no rankings, no pressure, Children are respected for their individual developmental journey. Classes start at 9 a.m. Students do not wear uniforms. Teachers do not know the occupations of parents to avoid social bias. Students even call teachers by their first names, creating the most natural and comfortable learning environment possible. Finland's educational success does not come from frequent exams or standardized tests, but from a high-quality teacher training system and a philosophy of nurturing creative thinking instead of rote memorization. Finnish students still achieve top academic results in the world, while fully enjoying their childhood, something many other education systems can only dream of. Beyond learning, Finnish people also have a strong passion for reading books. On average, each person borrows 18 books per year, more than double New York, nearly 3 times Berlin, and almost 4 times London. Libraries are found everywhere, from universities to each district in the city. You only need a free library card, choose books online, and they will be delivered to the library of your choice. Returning books? Just walk into any branch. Everything is handled automatically, as smoothly as a mouse click. Number 9. The strangest sports in the world. Every year in the town of Sonkajärvi, Finland hosts a sporting event that leaves the world both amazed and laughing: the World Wife Carrying Championship. The rules are very clear. You simply need to carry a woman over the age of 17. She doesn't have to be your wife, as long as you can convince her to agree, and complete a 253.5-meter course filled with various obstacles, from deep water to barriers. The couple that finishes the course, the fastest, wins a prize of beer equal to the wife's weight. So, if you choose a heavier woman, you'll get more beer. But whether you can cross the finish line in one piece is another question. If that sport isn't strange enough, then check out another Finnish specialty: mobile phone throwing. This competition features 4 categories: original, freestyle, team original, and junior. Participants throw old phones weighing between 220G and 400G, and the best throwing technique so far belongs to Dries Veermans, Belgium, with a record of over 110 meters, about the length of a football field. It's the ideal sport for anyone who has ever had a phone freeze at the worst moment and wants to release their emotions in a globally recognized way. Would you choose to carry someone for beer or throw a phone to break a world record? Leave a comment with the number 9 if you want to try these one-of-a-kind sports found only in Finland. Number 10. The homeland of Santa Claus. In the far north of Finland lies the region of Lapland, where snow covers the land year-round. Pine forests stretch endlessly, and the air is so cold that people believe only Santa Claus could survive there. And it's true. The city of Rovaniemi, the capital of Lapland, is considered the official capital of Santa Claus, home to the Santa Claus Village, located right on the Arctic Circle, just about 8 kilometers from the city center. Not only is it a legendary Christmas check-in spot, but it's also a cultural tourism symbol of Finland, attracting millions of visitors each year who come to meet the legendary white-bearded man, send letters, and take photos at his official office. But Finland isn't just about Santa, it's also home to gaming giants. The country is the birthplace of Supercell, the famous gaming company behind multiple hits that topped the US App Store charts, especially Clash of Clans and Hay Day. Other games like Badlands and Oceanhorn have also helped solidify Finland's place on the entertainment technology map. And we can't forget Angry Birds, the legendary game that once took the world by storm with over 2 billion downloads, second only to Nokia phones on the list of global icons originating from Finland. Number 11. A highly developed transportation system. In Finland, buses and trams are not only clean and beautiful, but also run on renewable energy, making the transportation system both modern and environmentally friendly. Pedestrians are given absolute priority. As soon as you step onto the curb, cars will stop immediately without you needing to raise your hand. Traffic jams or blaring horns are virtually non-existent. The streets here are so peaceful that you can hear the sound of wheels turning even during rush hour. Another unique feature is that traffic fines in Finland are not fixed, but calculated based on the offender's income. The more money you make, the more carefully you need to drive, because a violation could cost you a hefty sum. There was even a case where a millionaire was fined over 100,000 USD just for speeding, a number that makes many people consider walking for financial safety. This policy is considered both strict and fair, ensuring that everyone follows the law, regardless of wealth. Do you support the idea of the wealthier you are, the higher the fine? to ensure equality in traffic laws? Leave a comment with the number 25 if you think this system should be adopted in more places. Number 12. The country that doesn't sleep in summer. In Finland, during summer in the north, there are days when the sun doesn't set for 24 hours straight, a phenomenon known as the midnight sun. Conversely, in winter, some regions go through several weeks without seeing sunlight, with skies remaining overcast or completely dark all day. Instead of complaining, Finns adapt by going into saunas, drinking coffee, and calmly waiting for time to pass. Here, the sauna is not just for relaxation, but also a way to keep the spirit warm when the world outside is immersed in darkness. Living under such extreme conditions, it's no surprise that Finns have a socially reclusive lifestyle. They don't enjoy small talk, prefer silence, privacy, and a comfortable distance. But don't be mistaken, they're not lonely. They just feel content when left undisturbed. The community remains tightly knit, just in a quiet way. There's a popular joke in Finland: the thicker the walls, the closer the neighbors, because respect for personal space is the foundation of harmony. Number 13. Finland and its unique cuisine. Finnish cuisine may not be flashy, but it holds countless surprises. Take kalakukko, for example. It looks like a simple loaf of whole-grain rye bread on the outside, but inside it's filled with salted fish, fatty pork, and onions, all slow-baked for hours. This dish was once the perfect lunchbox for workers. Convenient, nutritious, and long-lasting, without the need for refrigeration. Another dish is far more controversial: salmiakki, Finland's signature salty licorice candy. For locals, it's the flavor of childhood. For visitors, it can be a serious taste test. Made from ammonium chloride, this candy is salty, slightly bitter, with a medicinal aftertaste, and still passionately loved by Finns. So much so that there's even salmiakki ice cream for die-hard fans. Every Thursday, Finns gather around bowls of hernekeitto, a thick green pea soup cooked with salted pork, served with pancakes for dessert. Simple, with no complicated spices, this dish reflects the Nordic spirit: humble, hearty, and fulfilling. And if you set foot in Lapland, don't miss parankaristis, tender, naturally sweet reindeer stew served with mashed potatoes and lingonberry jam. Not only delicious, it also keeps you warm during the Arctic winter, and is considered a signature dish of Santa Claus's homeland. Would you dare to try the taste bud-shocking salmiakki candy? Or would you go for the traditional fish-filled kalakukko bread? Leave a comment with the number 27 to choose the Finnish dish you're most curious about. Number 14. Fascinating festivals in Finland. On May 1st each year, while many countries celebrate International Workers' Day, Finland marks the occasion with Vappu, the biggest spring festival of the year, especially lively in Helsinki and other major cities. You'll see students wearing traditional white caps, Ylioppilaislaki, parading through the streets, accompanied by street music, balloons, champagne, and the signature sweet treat Tipalaipe. The festive atmosphere is a joyful farewell to the long winter and a warm welcome to the first sunshine of spring, bright and colorful in every sense of the word. In summer, the sauna festival takes Finland's beloved sauna culture, considered the soul of the nation, to a whole new level. With over 2 million saunas for 5.5 million people, the country hosts this festival to honor everything from traditional pinewood saunas to modern steam baths, including the ritual of plunging into an icy lake after a hot sauna, a shiver-inducing yet widely loved experience for its sudden chill followed by refreshing bliss. This is not just about sweating, but a Nordic-style slow-living ritual. If you're a fan of modern art, you can't miss Flow Festival in August, one of Europe's most notable contemporary music and culture festivals. Held on the grounds of a former power plant in the heart of Helsinki, the event features a mix of international and indie artists, avant-garde design spaces, and eco-friendly cuisine, serving only environmentally conscious dishes. Flow is where you can listen to electronic music, eat a vegan burger, and admire visual art installations in a setting that feels like no other festival in the world. Number 15. The cost of living in Finland. When you set foot in Finland, the land of thousands of lakes and endless forests, you arrive in one of the happiest countries in the world. Though known as a modern and developed Nordic nation, living in Finland at a reasonable cost is entirely within reach if you know how to manage your budget. In the vibrant capital, Helsinki, or major cities like Tampere and Turku, renting a one-bedroom apartment typically ranges from $850 to $1,300 per month. However, if you choose to live in smaller towns or peaceful suburbs, prices can be as low as $550 to $850, with modern, comfortable living spaces that offer closer ties to nature and local life. Finnish cuisine reflects the distinctive character of the Nordic region, with dishes that are light yet refined. If you cook at home, a monthly grocery budget of around $270 to $380 is sufficient for essentials, from fresh salmon and rye bread to signature cold climate berries. If you prefer to sample local food, a meal at a casual restaurant costs between $11 and $16, while a hot cup of coffee on a freezing winter day is just $3 to $4, enough to warm the heart. Public transportation in Finland is well organized and efficient. With around $65 to $85 per month, you can get an unlimited travel pass within the city for buses, trams, or trains. For those who prefer independence, cycling is also a popular choice, both budget-friendly and eco-conscious. When it comes to health and fitness, a gym membership in Finland usually costs between $32 and $65 per month. However, thanks to the Finnish lifestyle that embraces nature, you can also enjoy free outdoor activities such as forest walks, skiing in winter, or kayaking in summer, all rich in experience without costing a cent. Overall, the cost of living for one person in Finland ranges from approximately $1,300 to $1,900 per month, depending on lifestyle and location. While expenses may be higher than in some countries, what you gain is a clean, safe, and civilized environment, where each day can start with a warm cup of coffee and a peaceful, picture-perfect view of nature. And that's 15 fascinating facts about Finland. We hope these insights have given you a fresh perspective on this incredible country. If you found the video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss our next adventures. Which fact impressed you the most? Leave a comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts. The information is for reference only, so please do your own research before making any decisions.